Manhood. A ubiquitous concept, and yet one not so easily defined. To some, manhood is defined by strength, power. To others, the size of your penis, your score on Halo, or your ability to razz your friends into oblivion. No homo. Is that it? No homo. But what does it really mean to be a modern man? And more importantly, with the disappearance of cultural rites of passage, how can one know when they've achieved it? A baffling question for even the bravest of young men battling their way through the crucible of manhood. But for me, a trans man who lost their father in COVID in 2020, seemingly impossible. Which is why I implore you, internet, in the non-creepiest way possible, be my dad, and follow me, Ash Perez, as we journey past the tip of the manhood iceberg, down the shaft of history, to discover the core of what truly makes a modern man. Balls. Are you proud of me, Mom?
My name is Ash Perez, formerly Ashley Perez. I transitioned after my dad passed away in 2020 from COVID. So the whole premise of this show is for me to try out manhood. It wasn't like an on-purpose thing. I didn't really realize I was trans. I came out as just as bisexual. My mom cried. The first thing my dad asked me, what if you want to be a CEO? And I was like, then I'll be one? I don't...
Have you never done that before?
Not with you, it was really weird. We begin our journey by judging the book of manhood by what else? Its cover. And how many covers man has worn throughout time. From animal hides to high heels, kilts to cufflinks, frosted tips to frat boy summer. And as for me, a once sorority girl turned dapper dude, the journey of discovering my male style is, as Avril Lavigne once put it, complicated. Jesus, this is real?
Boom, and then you use that to pull it. So you need
there's a forward momentum.
Like that, yeah. And then you kind of snap sometimes.
Snap?
It's like a little snap.
I'm trying to figure out emotionally how to act or be like a man and feel safe as a man.
Do you really do that anytime you see guys like you see Keith?
I swear to God,
you're
I
like,
do.
Do you do that with Eugene?
If we don't touch.
So my dad died. I was just like, oh, I need to cut my hair. And I thought it was like a biblical grief thing of like, oh, this is why people want to like shave their heads and like rip their clothes and stuff. And so I kept just being like, okay, this is a grief thing. So then I cut my hair to like mid-level lesbian, I would say. You know, you do bob first, this is a bisexual, and then you keep going up, lesbian, trans.
What's your first memory of a barbershop or of getting your hair cut? I think a reason that I'm afraid of the barbershop is because it is another all-male space.
I don't think I enjoyed haircuts as a kid. Like in college, I got 2 haircuts a year.
2 a year?
Yeah.
What happened in between?
I looked bad.
It's men traditionally talking to men about what I presume are man things.
And I didn't get laid a lot.
And there's sharp objects around, which is terrifying.
Okay, so just a little off the top.
Yeah, Jesus. This is your shop?
It is.
It's amazing.
Thank you. Been doing men's grooming, barbering for about 20 years.
When you were a kid, did you go to barber shops? Did your dad take you? Did you go with...
My dad took me.
How often
And I'd sneak
did
the Playboy. Sports Illustrated, to put the Playboy, you know.
There was a Playboy at the barber shop?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God, wow, okay. I don't know the terms, I'm kind of freaked out. What is a fade and a taper?
Taper is usually from 0
Okay.
into whatever length.
There's numbers of the clippers.
Fade usually starts typically with a 1. And
Okay.
just kind of fades up into longer lengths as you go up.
Okay.
I'm learning so much.
Yeah, I'm guessing that helps Asian guys because one of the problems that I have is that my hair is so thick
it just sticks
that
out.
it sticks out. Or that it's
Oh, it must be so hard. Oh, I have too much hair.
He's the devil on your shoulder.
I know, he is.
I do think that hair is a very often overlooked area. I'm Parker York Smith, a fashion content creator, and I like the fun side of it, especially for guys.
How do you think hair influences style with men, and do you think that's something that men often maybe leave out in their consideration?
I think they leave it out more than they should. Don't be afraid to go spend a little bit more money on your haircut.
Yeah.
I think starting to expose yourself to treating yourself just a little bit better. Obviously, there's income levels, and some people may not have access to that, and that's completely respectable. I've been there myself as well.
It's interesting what you're saying too about like splurging. In female culture, there's so much more allowance for women to spend basically any amount of money or time on their appearance, whereas men don't seem to have been allotted that same luxury. I know how to have conversations with women. What do dudes talk about with other dudes while they're getting their haircut?
I think that you feel like you need to fill the silences.
Yeah.
And the beauty of being a dude, you don't have to.
Talk to me about banter. Do I initiate today?
Some guys jump right into it. Some guys like to just sit there and be quiet.
And that's socially acceptable?
Totally.
I cannot believe, I've been learning that men can just be silent in places. A lot of people came out as trans during the pandemic, and I think it's because we weren't in public in the same way. And so you could experiment with yourself without having to just put it out there in front of everybody and have all these questions.
When you're younger, it's like sports, you're a guy, right?
Yeah.
And so because I was bad at that, I felt like I was bad at being a dude. I had adolescent depression because I felt that I didn't fit in. And it was because I didn't play sports. I didn't have an aptitude for that. So I just thought I didn't fit in anywhere.
It bothered you.
Oh yeah.
And what did your parents...
They put my ass into therapy.
And they tried to, I mean, did that make you feel in some ways more different though? Because a lot of men don't go to therapy.
Well, you don't know, you're a kid.
Interesting.
And we don't have time for that. I don't want to make it overly dramatic. I had friends throughout elementary school too. But I think as I grew up, I found more and more of my people.
I think what's so confusing about being trans is, when I was growing up, it just wasn't a part of any part of the dialogue. A magazine would announce like, bisexuals exist. Ellen is gay. Yup, I'm gay. That was hers. And then Caitlyn Jenner. Not a great rollout. But still did so much for representation. And there's always been trans people, but not visually in a way that you're able just to see them every day. I saw a meme that was like, a man will wear forever if his partner says she likes something, like he'll never stop wearing it, he'll wear it till he dies.
Do you know why I wear glasses?
Why?
I got contacts. So I was wearing contacts through all of college.
Yeah.
All of high school, all of college. And then I graduated college, I had really bad allergies. So my eyes got all itchy. I wore glasses and I hung out in Brooklyn for 1 week.
Yeah.
One girl said I looked cute in glasses.
And
One girl said, your glasses are cute. Changed my whole life.
and you've worn glasses
ever since.
Wow. I feel like I have to learn everything all over again of literally how to go to become a man.
It's not that easy, is it?
No. And it's scary. And I think, you know, I lost my dad a couple of years ago, and there's so many questions I feel like I would have asked my dad that not having that, I'm trying to figure out, like, who tells you this stuff? And do you find when most guys are in the chair, do you have to like pull out of them what they want? Is it a vulnerable spot to be like, my hair isn't doing what I want? Like, I feel like men don't talk about their appearance that much.
No, they're not sure how to express themselves. You know, don't have the verbiage.
Yes, and so part of your job is to teach.
Yeah. Shave on the back of the neck with some warm shaving lather.
I've never had the behind the ear. I do feel dapper. In Tagalog, there's a word for handsome is pogi. And when I think of a haircut like this, I think of like, oh, that's a pogi boy. I'm like a handsome dude. Been on T for about 11 months now. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yup. You sweaty too?
Year and a half on T.
Yeah. T is testosterone. Testosterone is incredibly strong as a hormone. Like, we all have some, whether you're a cis man or cis woman, you have some level of testosterone in you. It's just how much. Some of the permanent effects of testosterone are, once you get facial hair, it'll always grow. When your voice lowers, it'll always stay lower. Bottom growth is a permanent effect. Your clit gets bigger. And some of the non-permanent effects are body fat distribution. So I was much hippier before, not that much, but where your fat is stored in your body changes. Everything that a teenage boy goes through, you just get horny and sweaty. I like sweat through my sheets all the time now. It's disgusting.
I was telling my cisgender friend about being on T, and he was like, so what are the side effects? And I was like, honestly, you're sweatier, hornier, and hairier. And he was like, that's just me every day. Yeah. I was like, that's the point.
Facial hair. I'm about 9 months on testosterone and I'm starting to have little bits of facial hair. I'm essentially going through a second puberty. So like my facial hair, it's like I'm a teenage boy. I'm getting that gross little stash. And I am getting to the point where I'm having to shave. I don't really know how to shave. I definitely had fun the first time. I felt like Kevin in Home Alone, like trying to shave. Wow. I would come in just to do that. That's incredible.
There you go.
Wow. Mike, you made me feel like a man.
Well, thank you.
I really appreciate it. We don't hug, right?
One
of those? Yeah. Stop it.
It's been a weird journey. I think as I was moving towards my transness, something that helped me and maybe actually kept me for a long time from realizing that I was trans is like, I could play with men's styles. When I came out as queer, then I went super butch. You kind of go the opposite of what you've been doing. So I went like snapbacks and button-ups, and I'll say I didn't feel like myself. I felt like I was playing a character.
Oh, hey, Ash.
Oh, hey, Keith. Photo shoot day.
Oh, yeah? You ready to be a try guy?
Hell yeah. I'm ready to be a guy. I think I really nailed the guy aesthetic. I don't know, I think I... Keith?
Okay, what do we think about this?
I think you need to put Brat Summer.
That's September, though. Sort of late, right?
Keith, Brat Summer is a mindset.
Keith?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is thrifted. This is from Shein. They sell hammers now. And then this, believe it or not, I got in a dumpster.
You're wearing this for the photo shoot.
Yeah, why? Do you not like it? Is it too much? Is it not guy enough? Okay, wait, I brought options. So I could do a cop, I could do a sailor, I could do a leather daddy, or I could do a chief, but I don't think we should do that for a lot of reasons.
Are you just listing all the village people?
Yeah. How else am I gonna be a macho man? To be fair, Keith, I think you would look good as a leather daddy, but it does chafe. How does he do that so fast?
You look like a stylish guy. When did you start feeling like you could care about style? Has it been always?
Really, it wasn't until after college that I kind of started to experiment with the way that I looked as well. I went to school in Los Angeles, and so I was meeting people with, different backstories and just different senses of everything for the longest time. Clothes are just clothes.
Yes.
And as long as it makes you happy to wear, it doesn't matter what label is really on it or anything like that. And so I'm pretty sure that I think this is a women's shirt. The tank top is, I think, a women's tank top as well. I'm not sure. But it's, I just kind of started, grabbing things that made me feel good about myself out of the closet and just throwing them on and mixing and matching and not necessarily having to go with what I should wear or what I'm told I'm supposed to wear.
I have no idea about the male experience of getting fitted for a suit. Usually your first suit is a bad suit. It's for a prom or a funeral or a band practice or something. But I never had that experience. And the first time I had to wear the female equivalent, which is like a fancy dress, I hated it. And I felt very dissociated from it. Can you talk me through suiting? And you showed up in a suit today, which you said is not always your go-to.
I grew up having the special occasion suit. Now I'm just such a fan because it's just such an easy way to feel like a superhero. As far as I'm concerned, like a well-fitting suit, it's just a unique piece of clothing that can be used in all kinds of other different ways.
So I'm really excited to get my first suit. It feels like a rite of passage. The confidence that you can see in men when they put on their suit is like, oh, I look fresh.
And so I wanted Mr. Fresh himself here with me. How did you get to be fashionable?
I saw a documentary called A Man Story. A gentleman named Oswald Boateng. He's like, I believe, the first black guy and the youngest guy to have a tailor shop on Savvy Row. In London, the freshest block where you get tailored. The way he spoke about how clothes fit. That's not about what the brand is, it's the fit. How does this fit on your body? How do you walk with this? Everything changed. Because before that was I gotta get like the Rockaway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was about the brand and about like what people were wearing.
Yeah. As my body changes, I get stronger. I was like, how does it fit on my body?
What kind of suit do you think I should get for my first suit?
Give me a Kwesi suit.
What does that mean?
Give me like one solid color.
Yeah.
And like make something pop out, but don't make it shouldn't be forced. Not something that has like mushrooms on it where you only can wear it at this one spot.
Who do you know who has mushrooms on their suit?
I keep that
it feels
story
like
to
a
myself.
Try guy.
I'll keep that story to myself. Oh no, no shots. No shots, no shots, no shots, no shots.
In every movie, all you see is like with tailors, it's like, okay,
Come this way.
move your dick over. And it's like, what happens if you don't have one? How did you get into suiting? Why custom suiting?
Being 6'3", I always struggled to find something that fit me right, and I always wanted to look sharp when I was working. I couldn't afford to go to Savile Row and spend £5,000–6,000 on a suit. Always been pretty entrepreneurial. Figured it out, like cut out the middleman and try and do it myself.
Does a suit make you feel powerful? Does it make you feel fresh? Like, what do you think a suit represents in men's fashion?
1,000,000%. People with money back in the day, powerful celebrities, they'll wear a bespoke suit because it makes them feel more confident. And it's not always about like having the brightest colors or it's the fit and the cut, and that's really what turns heads. Like, there's not much that can beat a man in a bespoke suit. Period.
Can you talk to me about the different types of suits? Because getting fitted for a suit, there were way more decisions that I had to make. Do I want 3 buttons, 4 buttons, Italian suits, Parisian suits?
Traditionally, there's the single-breasted suit, which would mean it's just gonna button right in the middle. Double-breasted is where it's what I'm wearing today, where it crosses over.
Okay. You know, I spent 30 years establishing my style as a woman. That really felt like trying to just learn what the rules were versus being able to express myself. But now, restarting as a man, I almost found that I started in this very generic place and was less stylish than I had been as a woman.
If you're willing to go all the way into trying a new persona stylistically, more power to you.
Have you got an idea of what you're looking for? Like, do you know what colors you like? Is there a certain style you like?
I love navy. I feel good in navy.
With a little bit of a pattern in it.
I couldn't go because I had COVID, but I got invited to the White House for a Pride event, and it was like, oh shit, I needed a suit for that. And it's like, that's the type of thing where it's like, a navy feels like you can wear it anywhere.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a nice subtle flex there, man.
Yeah, I just got invited to the White House.
Just shove that in casually.
Where does confidence fit into fashion in all of this?
It takes confidence to start, but it also rewards you with so much confidence once you can finally kind of dial it in and feel good in what you're wearing.
This is your first measure?
Oh yeah, this is the first time I've been measured for anything.
You got big shoulders.
Yeah, told you.
See?
You work out shoulders a lot?
No, these are fully f***ing genetic.
That's what's up.
And it was funny because as a woman, it was a bad thing of like, oh, you look like a swimmer, you have really broad shoulders. And now as a man, every dude's like, dude, like, you got nice lats.
Do you want to do a French cuff or a single cuff?
What does that mean?
French cuff is where you need cufflinks.
Oh, I kind of feel like that's fun and another place to accessorize. If I have a bespoke suit, I want people to be like, are those cufflinks? And I'm like,
Heard.
Yeah.
Look at your forearms, yo. You also have really cool forearms.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You look hydrated. Super hydrated.
Is that the new fresh?
Yeah, it look like you drink a lot of water.
This is what I'm saying. And there's no compliment like a Kwesi compliment. It's like, what are you talking about? But thank you.
Yo, I'm a fan now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
He's gonna be back here too.
I think I'll be back. Yeah.
All right, been a pleasure, guys.
Yo, so vibe. I kind of wanted to put on my green suit.
You look great.
Yeah, thank you.
The idea of having something that is going to fit me and is fitted for me, I think is really exciting of a gender euphoria moment.
I feel so lucky to be a part of this experience with you. Like, real shit.
Kwesi.
Yeah, this is like, yo, this is so cool. This is something, yo, you're bringing the thing that was in your head into reality.
Yeah.
You're building the world that you want.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm so dope to be a passenger on this.
All of this is about doing the things that I'm scared to tackle in masculinity. And I think what's scary for me about tackling manhood is that my biggest male figure isn't in my life anymore. So I can't ask my dad. You don't know how instrumental or how nice it is to have a friend like you, even just commenting on my forearms. Like, it makes me feel like one of the guys. And I think I was very afraid of how to achieve that.
You just being Ash is all the world needs. Boom, that's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can we hug?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Is there a man hug? Is it like a... This is it right here. Yep.
Like, they even made this shirt for me. So I actually know how to tie a tie, and my dad taught me, which I'm really excited about. Actually, a lot of men don't know how to tie their own tie, and I tend to be the one who ties people's ties.
My name is Perez, and my daughter? No. Hi, I'm Ashley's mom.
Ash's mom.
Ash. Cut. Hi, I'm Perez, and I'm Ash's mom.
Perfect. And how long have you known Ash?
All her life.
His.
Oh my God. Ashley's fashion growing up was pants and shirts. They didn't like dresses. This whole journey of transition is a gift to me because I see them much happier.
Has it been interesting having 2 trans children?
Yes, I still get technically my boy and my girl. You know, do you know what I'm saying? They just kind of exchange places. It's never been boring.
What are you nervous to see?
I think I'm nervous, hoping that what I imagine I look like just from looking down is what I look like in the mirror. I hope I look pogi. That means handsome in Tagalog. I've aspired to be that for a long time. Wow! Oh, I love it. I feel snazzy.
Wow. I was telling them recently, I would like to have the privilege of buying them their first suit. Oh, I would love to see that. You know, so I'm so excited.
That feels nice. I think I'm not a tie guy, but I am a try guy. This actually doesn't look like what I look like in my mind. It looks better. Even the hair, like, it all just feels like it's falling into place.
I have a confession. Gong Yoo is my favorite Korean actor. Oh Lord, he's so handsome. So then I thought, oh my gosh, if Ash can wear a suit like Gong Yoo, that would be so fine. So that's why, Ash, I want to get you your suit. And then she goes, actually, Mom, they're gonna do a thing for me, you know, trying a new suit. So I am so excited.
I'm surpassing my wildest dreams.
I've never seen Ash in a suit before. I can't wait to see it.
Come here.
You look so handsome. Oh my God. Oh, wow.
You like it?
Oh, wow. This is kind of like the color suit that Dad had.
Yeah?
What a transformation. Ah!
It's crazy, huh?
You're so handsome. It's your boogie boy. That means handsome boy. Oh my God. Our dad was here to see you. Oh my God. I am so proud right now. Loving your transgender children should be just loving them for just who they are. To give them the encouragement understanding, then you see, there's closer relationship with families because of the acceptance. The future, it's so much greater. What a future they have.
Ash be slaying. Come on now. Come on now.
And so concludes my walkabout through the savannas of style. And yeah, subjectively, I look more like a man, but in the tradition of the great Carrie Bradshaw, I wondered, sure, I look like a man, but could I hang like one?
Sound speeds.
Drag brunch, ask for your thoughts, take one.
We'll do a spin in the wide in a minute.
Okay.
This is
new guy tries. Take one. Take one. Take one.
All right.
I feel like I have to learn everything all over again of literally how to become a man.
It's not that easy, is it?
No. My name is Ash Perez, formerly Ashley Perez. I transitioned after my dad passed away in 2020 from COVID. I think what's scary for me about tackling manhood is that my biggest male figure isn't in my life anymore, so I can't ask my dad. Trying to figure out emotionally how to act or be like a man and feel safe as a man. I felt like I was playing a character. And it's scary. It's been a weird journey. There's so many questions I feel like I would have asked my dad that not having that, I'm trying to figure out, like, who tells you this stuff? I'm afraid of the barbershop. I don't know the terms, I'm kind of freaked out. What is a fade and a taper? Can you talk to me about the different types of suits? The first time I've been measured for anything. Do we literally rub it?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know how instrumental it is to have a friend like you. It makes me feel like one of the guys. And I think I was very afraid of how to achieve that.
You just being Ash is all the world needs. Boom, that's it.
Is there a man hug? This is it right up there. Yep.
Thoughts? Stupid. I love that. Okay, great.